the new Warner and Swasey Ram XB here on BDB. Hello everybody, Big Daddy here, Big Dick Ballistics, coming at you today with a new optic from Geissele through Warner and Swasey. It's the Ram XB. So if you're new to the channel, really quick guys, my name is Big Daddy. I'm a police firearms instructor in the biggest law enforcement agency in the country. All right, I'm here to bring you gun and gear reviews with that big dick energy. Check out my friends, all right, Goldberg and McEnany. All right, they're 3/4 disability attorneys specifically for the NYPD, so check them out if you have any questions. Medicine in bad places, all right? You need some medical training, all right, even firearms training, all right? I got that covered for you there. But go check them out. They're a wealth of knowledge. They have nice equipment as well. All right, check out my friends at the Rusty Cuffs podcast. They're two cops that are just bringing you really interesting and funny content, all right, that's specific to law enforcement, and they make good drinks. Also, check out Dude's Gourmet. Tom is really awesome. He makes great shit, and if you're a shitty cook, you'll still cook shitty, but everything will taste a little bit better. So check him out as well. I got an email on GeisseleAutomatics.com saying they had this optic come out, and I was like, oh my God. I was first turned on to Warner and Swasey optics by Z. All right, he showed me that Geissele had a sale on them. I picked up one, threw it on an MP5, did a video on that a while ago. Still haven't been many reviews on it, except for Brass Facts. He did one, and he compared it to the Smart Fox Kraken. All right, guys, it was just a high-quality closed emitter optic for a low price, right? Then they came out with one that was a compact model, an RMSC style mount, and that I put on a 365, and it was dope, and it's on my EDC every day, okay? Now this is the Ram XB, okay? It's got an RMR footprint. It's got the same specs as everything else. So again, 3 MOA dot, parallax free at 33 yards, a CR1632 battery, which is the same as the SIG Romeo Pro optics. All right, auto off after 2.5 minutes. All right, whatever the case, RMR type mount. All right, type 3 hard cone ionization, 7075 T6 aluminum, lower third co-witness. Okay, and yeah, how many night vision settings do we have? How many vision settings do we have? 10 levels, 2 night vision and 8 daytime. Okay, so the click value 1 MOA, magnification 1x. So what is this? It's a cheap RMR, and if it's anything like the last two I reviewed, it's gonna be fucking awesome. And I paid less than $100 for it because I got it on sale. So let's unbox it together. All right, I haven't touched this thing yet, so it's here. We're gonna put it on a Gen 5 17. All right, so it's got a lens cloth. It's got a little instruction pamphlet. It comes pre-installed, I guess, with, you know, a 1913 pick rail adapter. So that's good if you have some kind of like Scorpion or MP5 setup, or, you know, Glock on a chassis or whatever. All right, so in typical fashion, we have the optic with the mount already installed for the 1913, and it looks like a big window, much higher. All right, so that's cool. All right, what else do we have? We have the 1632 battery, and it's a Toshiba, so I like that. And again, this box is nice too. All right, everything's nice and cut and laid out. All right, we have 2 wrenches. All right, one's definitely going to be for the mount, and one's going to be for the windage and elevation and stuff like that. And now we have multiple sets of screws in here with Loctite installed on them already. All right, and it actually says the screw specs on there and what wrench size. All right, well, it looks like they're all standard, like a T10. All right, that's probably what's in here. So let's check out the gun we're gonna put it on. This is my Beat to Piss 17 Gen 5 that my friend milled an MOS plate on for me. First things first, we gotta make it safe. All right, so safe direction, safety, our booger hook is off the bang switch, right? Source, move that source. There's a dummy round in there. And we got to check the chamber. It is safe, clear, and empty. Good visual and physical inspection. All right, so this is my 17 Gen 5. Bang, bang. It's really nice. It's gotten me through a lot. At one point, it was rattle canned Coyote with Airvo to make it look like a 19X. And then I boiled it for like 3 days and got most of the finish off, right? That stuff is military vehicle paint. It's actually really good. So that's why it's got a little bit of two-tone-ish accents, if you will, coyote. Again, it's just got RMR height sights on there. All right, I think these are DeFors. It's got hockey tape on the grip, not goon tape, because it's the same shit. So we're going to put this thing on here, and we'll come back to you with it. It comes with a Picatinny mount. The mount for the pick is actually nice. Again, they're doing so much wild shit with these optics. They're bringing the cost down. They're bomb-proof, and Geissele has an amazing warranty. So I took the liberty already of unscrewing the optic from the 1913 mount, and I was going to be worried about the battery falling out. But guess what? It's a side tray for the battery. So that's a home run right there. We're already ahead of the game. You could probably use this nice beefy mount for another RMR type knockoff if you have something with the same footprint, right? But this is pretty valuable, so I'm going to keep it, and we're going to go ahead and get the battery in here and mount this on the pistol and see what it's all about. As I wanted to point out something, I just threw the battery in there, and it is nice and bright, but I wanted to show you how nice the guys at Geissele Automatics are. So you have 3 sets of screws, all T10, and it comes with the supplied Allen wrench. Now, they recommend 25 inch-pounds from their optic onto their mount, all right? Everything else is probably like 12, right? That's what it would be for an RMR, roughly. If I remember off the top of my head, I could be wrong, right? Don't stretch me over a barrel for it, okay? But you have one that's 6.35 millimeters long, right? 9.5 and 11 millimeters long. And there's 3 of each with Loctite on them, guys. All right, I don't know if you can see that. All right. So if you fuck up screws like I do, right, or you don't feel like going over to the grinder or getting out a file, all right, and shearing some threads off, this really helps, especially if you're new with this and this is going to be your first optic, okay? These are all nice, okay? They're both 5.5 millimeters, all 3 of them, okay? So we're going to mount this up. I just torqued it down to 12 inch-pounds with my fat wrench, and it is fucking nice, okay? So I'm going to check out the brightness settings right here. Very nice. So this has a really big window. Now, this isn't an MOS. I had it milled out really fast and furious. Fucking beep cut. Pardon that interruption. So I had this milled out by my friend. So it's not an MOS, all right? But he just put a quick MOS cut in for me. So I used the 9.35 inch screws. I checked, I dropped them in, I held it relative to the plate, and they were about right. Perfect, right out of the box. Torqued them down, and again, this window is tremendous. I mean, it's big. No glare, really. I mean, I have a lot of lights on here in the old garage studio, but it's nice. I can honestly say that I think this is going to be good. I mean, it is big. It's bigger than an SRO, bigger than a Delta Point. It sits a little high. Now, it sits a little high because, again, this is an MOS cut, so the top of the plate's parallel, right? It's not recessed at all, so it's not capturing the optic at all or anything like that by being recessed. But it is high, so I don't know if it'll fit in a duty holster. I will check that out and get back to you with it. I'm going to beat the balls off of this thing and get back to you guys. But again, you can't really complain about Geissele. They're doing good stuff. If you've never had an optic before, maybe you could try this out. Again, it's nice and reinforced. It looks good. Windage and elevation, right? Flathead, which comes with it, but it looks like you could fit a piece of 9mm brass in there, or a little smaller, like maybe a 22 or whatever, or even a bottle opener on a pocket knife and get it going. I really, again, oh, I turned it off. There we go. This looks fucking nice. And you know what? If I was doing this passive under nods or whatever, it's a big fucking window. I mean, man, you don't have to search for this thing at all. It just comes right up. So, guys, Warner and Swasey, Geissele is at it again. We'll come back to you with some updates on how this thing works. But until then, guys, remember, educate yourselves, your family, vote the right way, and always keep training. Stay safe. God bless.